Hey everyone, this week we're getting toasted in Winter Park. Live from the Bob Varley Studio in Orlando, Florida, you're watching The Trip. This is The Trip, episode 31 for the week of July 8th, 2015.
Nope.
That was a lie. It was not. The Trip is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited travel experts at helping you plan the perfect vacation, whether it be theme parks on the West Coast, East Coast, or on the seas. Visit them on the web at www.dreamsunlimitedtravel.com.
What did you say?
I said it was for the week of July 8th, 2015 because...
It isn't even on the paper.
It is. It's right here on the paper, episode 21. See, so what I did was I copied over the old format and then didn't rework it for the new episode.
There you go. We could clarify if you'd like.
It's
Clarify.
September 16th.
Yes. Is this our issue?
Issue is, yeah. I have an issue because I don't want it to be July anymore. I'm done with July.
Well, lucky for you.
Episode 31.
It is episode 31, September, for the week of September 16th.
16th.
And by the way, welcome to this week's episode of The Trip. I'm Jenny Lynn.
And I'm Teresa. Dustin, you over there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome.
Producer, always
All right.
back there behind the counter.
What would we do without Dustin?
We would not be live right now.
We wouldn't.
We'd be
Yes,
lost
Chad.
forever
Okay.
in the studio alone.
So we'll keep him.
Oh, thanks.
All right. What a very interesting start. It might be because I also said we're getting toasted. And,
What was that about?
well, I'll tell you what it's about. We actually went to a place to eat to do a dining review in Winter Park called Toasted.
Toasted.
Not toasted as
Like-
in tipsy toasted. Toasted as in grilled cheese toasted bread toasted.
Does the grilled cheese have lobster on it? Is my only
No,
question.
honey, there was no lobster at this place. I scoured the menu.
We left
You
the
were
crooked
good.
spoon behind.
And the bread was soft. There will be no lacerations of your gums if you go.
No mashed potatoes necessary to
Soothing up
soothe
Mr.
your-
West gums.
soothe your wounds.
Oh, I'm having mashed potatoes tonight for dinner. Okay. So, all right. So we went to Toasted.
We did.
And there's two locations, right?
There are. The first one was in where we went in Winter Park. It opened up in February of 2013, but they have since added a new location in Lake Nona where they actually do sell alcohol and you can get toasted.
A little bigger venue. This one was a very small in a strip mall behind Whole Foods, which I didn't even know it was there. And I go to that Whole Foods, but I never go
Teeny. You can
back.
see in the picture right there. It's
Yeah.
just kind of
Just sliced right
sandwiched
in
in and
Between
kind of-
cupcakes and yogurt.
Yeah. It might be easy to overlook it, but that would be a mistake
Oh, it would be a huge mistake.
because we really liked it. So, to give you guys an idea of the concept of this place, it's what they are calling a fast casual brand that's focused on elevating the classic American sandwich, the grilled cheese.
It's a trendy thing these days.
I guess so. They're just opened a Tom and Chi up in the Crossroads Plaza, across from the Disney World entrance there on exit 68. But here we have Toasted. We heard good things about it. We headed out. We wanted to check it out.
It's a smaller venue, smaller menu.
Yep, smaller.
everything,
Yep,
the
it's a little bit more quaint and
Yeah.
cozy. The inspiration of it came from
The cheese wall.
there's
Look at
the cheese wall.
The wall of cheese.
Yep, which we found out was made from recyclable
Cheese.
sugar cane.
Yes, cheese that people didn't eat. No, it's the mash or the pulp that's left from sugar canes after they get the sugar processed out of it. They, the thready part of the cane. I don't know if you've ever seen sugar cane.
And they made the wall of
And
cheese.
they made the wall of cheese out of it and painted it.
Wow.
Right.
We learned this while we were there.
We learned a lot.
We learned a lot.
But
That's
also,
quite
so the idea of this came from New York joints that are kind of like the niche restaurants that focus on very small menus, but reimagining, kind of familiar staple foods. So they decided to pick the grilled cheese and run with it and make it something a little
So it's actually
extra.
crafted grilled cheese and burgers.
Yes.
is the grand title there. And what do you want to talk about next? You want to talk about the menu or
Yeah, well, we usually go through the whole thing.
your little list? Okay.
Yeah, we got the list, but
I never read those, but okay.
for those of you that are wanting to check it out, they do have a website which has a lot of information to supplement what we're going to share with you today, and that
As
is
the menu, yeah.
igettoasted.com.
There you go.
So that's sweet little play on words there. Okay.
We usually talk about parking first. It's in a strip mall.
It's a parking lot.
It's very easy parking.
I parked under a tree. You didn't.
No, I just parked in the middle of the parking lot. And it's very easily accessible, so no problem with
Yeah.
that. You don't have to like park
Parking
far
was
away or
easy.
pay for parking or
Yeah.
anything like that. Atmosphere. How would
Fast
you,
food.
It is. It's a fast food place.
And we sat there for quite a while, and from late afternoon into what I would call early evening, atmosphere changed a little bit. Mm-hmm. We got there, I would say, early on the dinner hour or whatever, and it picked up.
It did.
It picked up and it changed a little bit, got a little bit louder. Mm-hmm. But atmosphere I liked. I'm okay with it.
I did
okay
too.
with it.
I like the very. It felt a little more intimate,
Yeah.
and it had enough personality to it to keep it, to make it interesting. When we say fast food, we're not talking McDonald's. You don't go up to the counter and you stand there and they give you your food on a tray. You order your food, but then you actually go sit down.
With your little number.
Yeah,
they bring it to you.
they bring it to you. So it works more like the noodle company or Payway or
Just counter
something like that.
service.
Right. Counter service.
right. But it was kind of like a fun little upbeat place, but small at the same time.
This is something that I've always thought in the back of my mind that I would never actually do it, but I always thought if I ever opened a restaurant, it would be a grilled cheese restaurant,
Really?
and I would make different types of grilled cheeses because
But no lobster.
I like grilled cheese. No lobster,
would not have
especially
lobster.
cold lobster. On a
I
sharp
think it's
bun.
funny that you say that because at some point I remember watching a TV show years and years and years ago, and it was Little House on the Prairie, and it was based on true people. But one of the episodes, Colonel Sanders, when this never happened, came through Walnut Grove, trying to turn their restaurant into a place that only served fried chicken.
I was going to say fried chicken, obviously.
Fried chicken, and everybody was saying you can't. There will never be a restaurant that serves only one type of food. Well, they're wrong. We now know that's wrong.
KFC.
And I remember thinking at the time I would have a restaurant that would serve probably, and I guess I would be the soup Nazi because I want a soup restaurant with nothing but soups, or. And then I thought about the peanut butter. Well, they're doing peanut butter now too. Peanut butter restaurants.
I did
Which is
not
nothing but
know
peanut
that.
butter and jelly. Yeah.
I guess it kind of is a thing. I mean, I did mention Noodles and Company.
Mm-hmm.
They do all noodles. It's different kinds of noodles. You can get Asian noodles, Italian
theme.
noodles, but
Yeah.
everything's some kind of noodle dish.
Yeah. It's trend. I like it. I like
do
that.
too.
Yeah.
I really
Because
do
if it's
too.
something you really and grilled cheese is a comfort food.
Oh yeah.
It grilled cheese and tomato soup. Mm-hmm.
Or chicken noodle.
Right. You come in from playing outside as a kid, and it's a quick little meal. Mom made it, Dad, whoever made it, and it's there for you, and it's comforting.
Let me ask a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make your grilled cheese?
At home, okay, I do it different ways. I always start with 2 pieces of bread.
That's usually key.
Yeah. And I use real butter on the bread. Just a light coating on the outside. Depends on who I'm making it for. If I'm making it for Stella likes Munster, grilled cheese, Munster. Traditionally, it's usually a cheddar or an American cheese. Sometimes I'll add a little veggie in there or a little weirdness, little twang of like a little bit of mayo inside. It's kind of interesting. But I like unusual grilled cheese.
Yeah, and I think it's a great idea. And they really did do some unusual
Do you make grilled cheese?
stuff with their menu.
I do. I'm basic.
You're basic.
Yep. Butter on the bread. Kraft
Cheese?
singles.
One's craft stick. Oh,
Maybe.
in the little paper.
The
Do
plastic.
you just do one single?
Depends on my mood.
Okay.
Could
Because
be
sometimes you
two.
want cheese, and other times you just want to eat it and just have a grilled cheese. Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of this restaurant because there are so many choices, and I feel like even though I chose something off the menu, that they would tweak it if we wanted them to.
I think so. You know what? I guess we're skipping around a bit, but the service there, they were so friendly.
Oh, they were.
Especially when you're considering that it's a counter service.
Right.
We weren't at a table where we were being served by a waiter or waitress. It was just ordering your food up at the counter, and they were so very agreeable.
They were. I noticed that right off. I mean, it was just like, okay. They act like we've been there 100 times. Mm-hmm. It was like a little neighborhood place to me, where you would go back in, and I will be going back in because it's extremely close to my house.
Did they say? Were they like, "Hey, honey, you getting the usual"?
That's what I want. I mean, right?
I bet
the
that-
girl's name was Megan, I think, that waited on us. I mean, I just feel like it's 10 minutes from my house. I will be going back. I know I will.
And you should, because the menu is awesome. Why
Yep.
don't let's skip around a bit. We'll come back to this other stuff. But
Okay.
let's go ahead and talk about the food.
Okay, the food. All right, so it's grilled cheese, crafted grilled cheese and burgers. So the choices of grilled cheese: truffle melt, the big cheese. That's like all the cheeses: cheddar, Swiss, Munster Jack, all on bread. Blackberry melt. That comes with blackberry mash, arugula, smoked bacon,
All of this
and
sounds
cheese.
great.
Fig and goat. That might be the last one I would choose. I'm not a big. It's goat cheese, not goat meat. Right?
Yes.
So I would probably eat goat meat too. Roasted vegetable, pesto chicken, buffalo chicken, braised brisket, the 101. That's the basic right there. As Gouda as it gets, and the smokehouse. Now, I did have a grilled cheese, and I chose the braised brisket.
Sounds good.
And it was it was like yesterday's leftovers, fallen apart roast beef with cheese melted on it.
They actually have something
I mean,
that
it
I got
was-
similar to that over at Cabana Bay Beach Resort at Universal at the food court. They have a braised brisket grilled cheese
Yeah.
sandwich. They stole it.
It came with I think barbecue sauce on the side, and it was awesome. You had a bite.
Yes, she was so in love with this meal.
I took
that
one
she
bite and I'm
had
like,
to
okay,
share.
I'm coming back. I'm planning my next trip back
Yeah.
over here. And it was $7, which isn't horribly bad. Paid $2.50 for the fries, which was a truffle. Was it
Got
truffle?
the truffle fries.
Truffle fries with rosemary.
Okay.
Fresh
I'm
rosemary.
Trying to. Is this yours there?
That's
That
mine. Yeah.
is,
Okay.
yep, that's the grilled cheese.
And it's just basic bread. It's not any frou-frou-y bread. It's not any
Well, I will
Sharp
say this.
right. It was soft.
That one of their things that they are known for is their fresh, high quality, homemade. They use homemade ingredients
Mm-hmm.
anytime they can. They have artesian breads that are preservative free, and they're baked locally and they're delivered daily. So it's all very
Yeah.
fresh. So no, I mean, not
wonder if they get
not
it over at Whole
frou-frou,
Foods.
Not frou-frou, but it's really good.
It's
bread.
real. It's real food. It's not like Wonder Bread
Yeah.
or even Publix bread. You know, it's just you could tell it was good, and
Yeah.
it was a grilled cheese. You can't get away from the little bit of grease because obviously it's grilled.
cheese,
It's
yeah.
cheese and it's grilled, but it was awesome. And the rosemary. Did you like the fries? I loved them.
I did initially, but I felt like the rosemary was very strong. So after getting like a quarter of the way through my fries, all of a sudden I was like, I don't know that I like this as much anymore. When I first started eating them, I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And then you get through it a little bit, and then you're like, wow,
That's some intense fries.
they were intense.
I like them. I'd had rosemary fries before, which I really liked. These were a little more intense than the ones I'd had at other
I
places.
think when I go back, rather than getting the rosemary fries, I would just get the natural,
The regular natural cut.
natural cut fries, which are an option. They do give you that option.
Okay. So that's all of the signature items and the grilled cheese. They also have burgers, Southern Comfort, cheddar, applewood smoked bacon, house-made barbecue sauce, and mac and cheese on,
a
that burger. Holy basil, turkey burger, mozzarella, tomato chutney, pesto, arugula. Viva la vegan. That's what you had, right? That's the house-made vegan burger, toasted sauce, tomato chutney, and arugula. How did you? I took one of these home for Stella. What did you think of it?
I liked it. Here's the thing. It's a vegan burger, so you need to just keep that in mind. You're not going to be biting into a beef patty. thing is made of beans. And because they are so up on having fresh ingredients, nothing is ever frozen in this place, and everything is made in-house. It was very fresh. So I went to take a bite, and the whole thing just kind of squished. It didn't really like hold the patty form very well. It was a bean burger, which I enjoyed, but just keep in mind that's how it is supposed to be.
It took Stella, it caught her a little off guard because it was soft. It wasn't the bean burger you buy in the freezer section.
Right,
and
exactly,
cook at home.
because it's not frozen, it is fresh.
It really, and it was big. It was a good sized burger. I tried it a little bit. I enjoyed it. I was
Looks
okay with
good.
it. Yeah, it was very good.
It was, and they give you a tomato chutney to put on it. That was really good as well. And then I asked for mustard, which I, put on. So, I mean, it had enough flavor. But I don't want to be saying, oh, it was amazing, because, I mean, I guess if I'm, going to pick a meal that I really, really love, it's not going to be a bean burger. But I was doing this so that we could
see what else there was.
Yeah, see what their special dietary items were, how they measured up. It was good. I would eat it again. And if you are someone that's on a restricted diet, this is definitely a good option.
It's a good option. They also have several different turkey burger options. One has Vietnamese pickled carrot, cucumbers, jalapeno, sriracha, mayo, a triple B, that's the blue cheese, applewood smoked bacon. So blue cheese, bacon, and burger. Can't go wrong there.
Those are all turkey burgers?
That's a regular burger.
Oh, okay.
Then they've got the Angry Burger. Chipotle, cheddar, charred jalapenos, sweet tea, caramelized onions, and sriracha. That's only $6.50. I think that would be awesome.
That's
I'm going to work
the one
my way
I
through
would
this
get.
menu. And the classic, which is what I took home to my husband and Grace. It was, you can get a classic in a beef or a turkey, cheddar, toasted sauce, whatever their secret sauce, secrets in the sauce, whatever's in the sauce, leaf, lettuce, and tomato. Sides, they've got the natural cut fries, and then you can get them, like we said, with the rosemary and the truffle oil. Toasted mac and cheese, which I took one home, and I had it for lunch today before I had to add extra cheese. I took a slab of Kraft and put it on top of it and melted it. It wasn't cheesy.
Oh, it wasn't.
This
No.
was just a side of mac
This
and
was a
cheese.
side. But it's toasted. It's mac and cheese that they have toasted on the grill. So it looked like a little flat little.
Like a
Well,
thing
that-
of flan or something.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
that's probably going to solidify it more. It's not going
Right.
to make it as runny and cheesy.
So I had it as a leftover today. It was really good.
Okay, so these things have leftover potential.
It did, and that was only $2.50. They also have the roasted tomato sauce soup. Excuse me, which
I was
we did not.
we didn't, but I was so
Yeah.
tempted to get
If
it.
I would have had the classic, I think it would have been good with that. They also have salads: a Tuscan salad, a summer salad, and a caprese salad. They also have a kids menu.
Yeah. So here's the other thing that's really cool about this place. You wouldn't even think that with it being as small as it is, but they accommodate in a lot of ways. They have an entirely separate menu for vegans and a separate menu for gluten-free people as well. Now, the gluten-free menu is similar to the regular menu, but it will have modified changes, usually in terms of the bread and so on and so forth, so that it's safe, for people who have gluten-free intolerance. But so you come in, you've got the regular menu, but then they've already got, it's 3 separate menus because they have a kids menu, a vegan menu, and a gluten-free menu. I just think that that's pretty, I don't know, I find it impressive.
It is. The kids
for
menu.
a small place for a counter service.
Yeah, the kids menu. I didn't realize it's served with fresh fruit and apple juice, and it's all of them are $4.99. It's the grilled cheese, just American cheese, toasted mac and cheese, or the cheeseburger. And I'm assuming it's a smaller burger because it's a kid's burger.
My kids would love to eat here. I am going to have to take
yeah.
everybody back for this.
I want to work my way through these grilled cheese. I mean, all of them, with the exception of maybe the fig and goat. I don't know how about the blackberry mash either, but
you loved your meal.
oh my God, yes.
Yeah, she really was.
And not taking anything away from Tom and Chi, which we have not reviewed, right? We've not reviewed
Not
that.
officially.
So we've eaten there. I like this place because the bread was, even though it was grilled, it was soft. There was no lacerations of the gums. There was no pain involved, which, I like grilled cheese, but I don't want it. You don't want to get hurt, And
Right.
Dustin would have made it through this meal without any pain.
That's right.
It would have been Dustin safe.
Yeah,
Dustin
Dustin's safe.
approved.
Dustin approved.
You guys you're literally killing me talking about this place.
It was really
that's-
good.
Yeah.
It's really good, and it's yeah. I mean, you know where it is. You know where the Whole Foods is up in Winter Park.
Not I actually don't know that area that well.
Okay, I mean it's very.
It is right
Yeah.
next to the Whole
You
Foods.
see it. People at UCF can fly over there. If you're off of Colonial, you can just buzz right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of, again, it's small, but it's kind of fun. And, you know, they've got low top tables, they've got high top tables. They actually have some tables outside on that little patio area out front in the, you know, front of the strip mall, whatever. It's very casual. You come in, whatever. It was also clean.
It was very clean. I didn't see anything.
I liked this little guy.
Yeah. They had that cute little thing outside.
The mozzarella. The other side, I don't know if it was the other one or another sign. It said
it was the other side.
it was
of
have
the
a
sandwich.
great day, and it had a picture of like a cheese grater instead
For
of the word great.
Yeah.
It was cute.
It was cute. That just added so much to the personality of this place. Inside, I know that he already showed the picture of the periodic table of cheeses,
Yeah.
which we found cute and amusing. And I don't know, it just had even the bathrooms had a little bit of personality. So the little sign on the bathroom, it was only one bathroom. So it was for men and women, and it was just one room. There were no stalls. You just wait your turn to enter through the door. And even the little sign had the people doing the potty dance on the outside. You
Yeah.
know? It was just, it was a fun place to be. Now, we, like you were saying before, we had been there at lunch. It was pretty low key, and we found it very enjoyable. We were able to have a really great conversation while we're
We
sitting
were there like 3 hours.
we
sitting
did.
there
We
talking.
enjoyed ourselves so much. We literally sat there for hours and hours through till the dinner time started. So, and in that, it began to pick up. There was basically nobody there when we were there for lunch.
Couple late after school people with small children came in.
Yes.
And
but
then it picked up.
when it hit dinner, I think almost every table was full by the time we had left.
Picking up. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was good.
so you can tell that this place is
It's
something
popular,
that
and
people are latching on to.
Yeah, and I think it's local. I mean, obviously, but I would drive to this place. And now that
I
there's
would as
another
well.
one, I'd like to go to the one at Lake Nona just to see, because she said it's a little bit bigger, and they do serve alcohol.
And I could see why they would need a bigger place, because I think that this is, I mean, it's still fairly new.
Well, now
but I can see this could become something.
the two locations that we're talking about. What is that in terms of if you're staying at Disney or Universal or something like that?
I guess the Lake Nona one would probably be closer. Right?
I would think so, because that's more of the St. Cloud
Yeah, it's
area.
Nakusi
Okay.
Road.
Winter Park is
down
not.
off of 417.
You're going to have to be, you know, if you're visiting at Disney World, you're going to have to be a little bit more determined that you want to go to Toasted to get to the
Yeah.
one in Winter Park.
Right. But I think they had takeout. We both got takeout for the
We
families.
did. Because we loved it so much, we were like, no, we're bringing this home to
Yeah.
our families. I ordered something for each of my kids and brought it
and
home.
like I said,
and-
I took home. Kelvin had his burger for lunch today when he got home from work, and he said it was amazing. It was very good. So, and that's a lot for a leftover burger
Right.
from the day before.
Yeah.
Right? Because sometimes it's, because I had to, package it up, put it in the fridge. He pulled it out, he reheated the fries in the oven. And I don't know how he cooked his burger, but it was good.
Do you know what I love about this so much? We had a fantastic time. Probably as good of a time as we have ever had at any of the places that we've gone to together to review.
Wow, you think?
I think so. I had a lot of fun
We did.
for a fraction of the price.
$11.
Yeah.
I think the drink was $2.25. Oh, and the sodas. They have one of those machines which I had never used before.
This is a cute story.
That was like
The freestyle Coke machines is what she's talking about.
I have never used one before, so I was a little intimidated. But once I figured it out, I think it was pretty cool. That
She was having a lot of fun. She was like, wait, how does this work? Push
I picked what I
this,
wanted,
But then
and
what?
then-
What comes next?
and
How
then
do I do this?
More choices came up. I just want this choice, but then it gave me flavor. it gave me flavors of this choice, and I'm going, I don't want.
It's like choose your own adventure.
Yeah, it was kind of.
She
cool.
thought she was going to be selecting Mr. Pibb, and then all of a sudden she was faced with Mr. Pibb or Cherry Mr. Pibb or Cherry Vanilla Mr. Pibb. She was like, "What's happening right now?"
There's too many Mr. Pibbs, they had fresh lemonade, I think, and tea also.
They had sweet tea and unsweetened tea, and it's kind of you can't always get both of those options there.
No.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, not there. You can't always get both of those options in a restaurant.
In a restaurant, yeah.
You can pretty much get unsweetened tea, but they do not always have sweetened tea.
Unless you live in the South, and by the South I don't mean Orlando.
Right.
I mean like in where I grew up in Virginia.
Right.
Yeah, or
Virginia.
Georgia. Yeah. They're always going to have sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Yeah.
Which is usually too sweet. But so there were good options. They also had a little bit of retail,
They did. I almost forgot. And
which I thought was interesting.
they had the
Did you get a
cutest
picture of
little
that?
shirts.
No, we didn't get a picture? Okay.
Oh, it must not have uploaded.
It was 2 shirt choices, and they had men and women styles, but it had this
Yeah.
little, whatever their little logo,
Their
their
little
little
angry
cheese
grilled
man.
cheese man.
Little angry.
Or maybe he's not angry. Maybe he's just hungry.
I think he's just hungry. He's not angry.
He
Why
needs
would
to
be
go see the
angry?
dentist.
He does. He's got some, he needs braces.
Their little logo of the grilled cheese man on the shirt.
And they had an awesome hat, which looked soft and that used, lived-in look.
I know.
So,
it's the kind
there
of
he
hat that
is.
I would
There's
wear.
the little angry
Yeah,
man.
there's the angry man. So he's on the shirts and the hat.
Angry. He's just
and
hungry.
it's, the
He's
basic
happy.
brown color, but the cuts of the shirt are cool. One of the shirts had, I think it was something from the periodic cheese table on it with the big T, and
It
then
did.
it said toasted.
Yeah,
and,
it did.
I
They
think
had gift cards?
I feel like on the back of the shirt it said something like "I got toasted." I'm not sure,
Maybe.
but it was fun. It was just a
Little
lot of
burnt
fun.
grilled cheese man. They had gift cards. Mm-hmm. So that's a cool option. Mm-hmm. I am always buying gift cards for Grace and her friends because they're always going to go out to eat, right? And you're not always with them. So it gives them options to. So I think it's an
they
awesome.
love a place like this.
I think so too.
All right, so I think we kind of, pretty much covered it. Our portion sizes were adequate. Mm-hmm.
Not horribly huge,
No, they weren't obnoxiously large.
but not tiny either.
We didn't leave hungry.
No.
I mean, they don't look small to me. I mean,
No, they're not.
I
But
mean,
they're
you
not.
take a look at this. I mean, that looks like a burger and fries that you would get at any other
Yeah.
sit-down restaurant or something. I mean, looks pretty adequate to me.
Was
Yeah.
good. And they came. Did you notice? I did not see a trash can in the restaurant. They came and cleared the table
They
for
did.
us.
They did keep that place really, really clean.
Yeah.
And the bathrooms were clean as well.
Yeah.
I did take a picture, but I don't know if you have that picture. There it is. It's so cute with the yellow and the black. I liked the contrast.
Do you?
Everything was very neat and tidy.
I found the door a little far away from when I was. I liked it. It was a big room.
It
I was
was.
intimidated by the size of the me in there in this big room by myself.
You can't stick your leg out
I
if someone
know,
tries
I
to
don't-
bust in.
right?
All you can do is just smile.
There is no way that you can block that door if someone is coming in.
But at the same time, it's also a good space if you're needing to go in there to change a baby's diaper or something. You have the room that
True.
you need to
True.
move. So it was just a really, really.
Can't block that door.
No, I guess not. You're in trouble, Dustin. We'll
Well,
bust in on you.
That's where you need a guard outside the door. It locked, so we're good.
Yes.
We're good.
I'll finagle something. I'm
Yeah.
a do-it-yourself kind of guy.
MacGyver.
All right. Well, I don't think it's
Take
any
a shoe off
surprise
and put it up
to
against the door.
anyone how we feel about Toasted. We are giving Toasted two very big,
Wait, Trump's hair is falling off.
two very big and less
Smiles.
hairy smiley spatulas. Toasted wins with us.
Okay, here's the Trump spatula. We need to redo this. And look at this
I
guy. My frowny man.
At least he's the sad one.
He's the sad one.
And now we
His-
know why. Yeah, I
His
guess
rug
it was.
fell off. Oh, it just did. So no,
that-
definitely a smiley for this
Yeah,
one. I'll be
this
going
one's
back.
Not,
I will be going back.
They can be
Yeah.
bold.
we have bald spatulas. I like them better with hair. Have
Shiny
to get
foreheads.
I'll tell
Transplants.
you. I should not have done this segment hungry because right now you're driving me crazy with this talk.
Well, now we know where you need to go.
And there's so, I mean, pulled chicken buffalo sauce, house-made blue cheese dressing. It all sounds good, right?
Yeah. Maybe we
It
should
really
go back
does.
right after the show.
I might have to go back.
All right. Well, we're going to be going back. So we're going to wrap this up and get on out of here so we can eat. We're going to see you all next week. Do we know what we're talking about next week? No, we don't.
Wait,
but it'll be something
yes, we
fun.
do. What's next week? Oh, we don't know.
No,
It's a
'cause
surprise.
It
That's
is.
really
Next week.
next week. Not far away at all.
And
But we know we're
will-
having grilled cheese tonight.
Exactly. So with that, we'll say trip out.
The big wall of cheese.
Cheese.